About the automobile industry, because with the elections over, the automobile industry is actually looking forward to the government's vision document for electric mobility. Sources say a 10,000 crore rupee FAME 3 scheme could be announced in the budget. But in what could be a bigger trigger for electric transition, the government's plan for deploying 8 lakh electric buses by 2030 is back on the discussion table as well. Parikshit Luthra joins in with more on that one. Parikshit.
Well, yes, this is a mega electric bus program with the 2030 mission, which is now going to be discussed by NDA 3.0. Now, towards the end of NDA 2 government, this program was being discussed, but it did not get approval from the Prime Minister's office. Now, it's very much back on the table. And in fact, the government could move a cabinet note by September, October this year, and this could receive a green light. But currently, discussions are underway between the Prime Minister's office, Ministry of Heavy Industries, Ministry of Finance, and the Ministry of Commerce as well. So what will the 60,000 crore fund entail? The government is considering setting up a credit guarantee and risk reduction fund to cover part of the default or losses by banks in lending to e-bus operators. Currently, private operators who are buying buses and taking loans from banks have to pay a much higher rate of interest, and banks are also reluctant to lend because of fear of NPAs and losses. So the government wants to move in as a guarantor and also provide a risk reduction fund to banks. Now, this proposal is under preparation right now. What would this do? The government is aiming to deploy at least 8 lakh electric buses, 2 lakh in STUs, 6 lakh by private operators by 2030. And this is on all strategic highways across the country and key metro cities as well. And this is for 2030 in both cities and intra-city corridors. The bulk of the fund from the 60,000 program will go towards setting up charging infrastructure. There would be a rollout of a payment guarantee mechanism for charging infrastructure on strategic highways on a PPP model. So the government is hoping that with this risk reduction fund, banks would find it easier and more lucrative to lend to the private sector buying electric buses. Now, with this risk reduction fund, the government also believes that the interest rate for buying a diesel bus on loan and an EV bus on loan would be almost the same. Apart from this, there is a 10,000 crore FAME 3 scheme for two-wheelers, three-wheelers and shared mobility, which is also being discussed. This could receive a green light very soon, and this could be there in the budget as well. And FAME 3 would be period for 2 years. So these are two big things that the electric vehicle ecosystem, the automobile sector can look out for in the immediate term. A 10,000 crore rupee FAME scheme, extension of FAME 2 for 2 years only. This would be there in the budget by all accounts. And the second, a much bigger plan, would be a 60,000 crore electric bus program, which is yet to receive the green light, but preparations on very sincerely across ministries, and a cabinet note could be moved by September, October on that.
Okay, all right. Thanks very much for that, Parikshit. So that's the update coming in on the automobile space. Well, we need to take a short break. But